What up is Marcus with Dynasty Football Dads. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. It was like 90 degrees out here in Minnesota. My son had his first cold, his first daycare sickness. So we were just kind of laying low, just staying inside pretty much. Being a first-time parent, that is the stuff I'm dealing with right now. But I know there's plenty of other worse things or harder things to go through, but we're just experiencing parenthood, right? This is why we're Dynasty Dads here. And I think one woman commented, so maybe Dynasty Mom. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're giving away a Jerry Jeudy signed free jersey. We're past 900, ladies and gentlemen. So when I will probably be tomorrow, I will probably be putting somebody else on the wheel of winning. So if you're on the wheel of winning, you get a 20% chance of winning that jersey, and then we'll go on to the next giveaway. And I want to do a couple more giveaways here before the summer ends. And the summer is going to be ending here soon. So we are going to be going through this kind of fancy dead zone. There hasn't been many even trades in a lot of leagues that I've been a part of. We're just kind of in this zone of like, oh, the big huge news out of camp and stuff like that hasn't really happened. Lots of people's either fantasy drafts either just already happened post NFL draft, or they're coming up in like August. So we have this kind of next couple of weeks of like, what do we do? Preseason's not here. My big thing is I'm looking at where a lot of my teams are kind of into this young contending. Are they going to contend in 2021? I hope so, but 2022 is the big year for a lot of my teams. So, but there's teams that are rebuilding. We're going to go through a little bit of that. There's teams that are contending or the top contender. So, things that I am looking for is I am trying to fill in that gap right now. I am taking short-term kind of picks, these 2021, these 2022 picks, and I am trying to package them together to fill that void. So like right now, I have a league where it's a bigger league, but I have Chubb and Montgomery and Devin Singletary. So it's kind of like it's like a running back, and Montgomery could be something, might not be something. Chubb last year was hurt, so I have pick 8, and I have a 2022 first. And I am trying to figure out how do I take that and get that running back that I need to fill in and be a contender, because I have other positions already set and filled, and so that is what I'm looking at. I also have a league, kind of this a similar situation, but I do not have a tight end, and so I have again pick like 7 or 8. It's this like purgatory that I was a part of. Lots of teams like just stuck in the middle. My teams were in rebuild. I took over orphan teams. A lot of times I was taking over orphan teams. I like orphan teams. It's like a fun challenge. It's like you take something that was neglected and not being treated very nicely. Like 2 years ago, I had like Cam Newton and Baldwin. It's like Doug Baldwin wasn't even in the league. He's retired. But I had lots of JHIE and like Coleman, and like I had all that. And I'm like trying to slowly turn this ship going on. And then I do have a couple teams that are contending and then rebuild, because it's nice to have a little bit of everything. But sidebar, I am trying to, so I have pick 8 and I have other picks of course as well, like my second and future picks as well, but I have tried to trade up to like 3, because I was like, can I get Kyle Pitts? I really want Kyle Pitts on my team. Can I get up to 3? Can I get up to 4? And it's not really working, even with an 8 and another future first. So now I'm looking at, well, do I try to go after Noah Fant, or do I try to get Dallas Goedert, or what do I do? Because my tight ends are really weak in that league. Again, like Jonnu Smith is probably my top tight end in that league, which, man, it could have been so much. It could have been so well. I was super happy about Jonnu until he's now splitting the time with Hunter Henry. So, again, what are you trying to do? In general, I know 4 minutes have gone by and you guys are like, well, what are you trying to teach us? Trying to say, this is a dead time. Try to start filling in those spots now. Start trying to pique some interest. Really, you're gathering foundations for trades. You're trying to figure out what the market is like. Or people are still like holding on to 2021 first like it's no other. Had your draft already happened? Had it not? Is there some minds that have changed? Sometimes people they just get this like pick happy, and there's teams that will literally draft somebody and then like a month later they trade that player for 80 cents on the dollar. It's like those are the teams that you have to understand that that's what you're going after and stuff like that. So again, that is what we're doing in rebuild. I'm constantly fielding offers like, hey, you know what? I have this player. I am willing to sell this. I'm going to sell this player. And you can even reach out to the league. Hey, I'm selling this player in the next 24, 48 hours. I am looking for any deal that you can possibly get. Especially when this is a dead zone. People might go, hey, okay, David Johnson. what maybe I'll throw in like a low offer. Maybe I'll throw a third and see if I have the high winning offer. Or you can. No, there's all sorts of different ways of trying to figure out trades in this kind of dead zone. This is just such a weird zone because it's like, what do we do? There's no football going on. There's not much. There's not news breaking out. I mean, you'll get the random news of like, oh my goodness, this person got cut or this person got a little bit hurt, like a Daz Newsome shoulder injury. It's like not much is going crazily on, so we have to figure out how do we best kind of prepare ourselves. And it's really getting out to those teams and just saying, hey, like, I see you need wide receiver. This might would we be interested in this kind of like offer or this kind of trade? Just really trying to get some foundation networks of like, okay, who's wanting to move? Where are teams wanting to go? Like you can tell when some teams are going in for rebuild or some teams are going to go in for it all. Like you can just kind of see that. So again, that is what I am looking for. I am looking for trying to fill in those last gaps, or if I'm in a rebuild, I'm just trying to see, okay, well, what is the market now that I can start getting rid of some of these players so we can start this rebuild now and not in a month, because you don't want players starting on your team that are going to score you points and have you get wins. You want pick 101. You want Breece Hall. You want Spencer Rattler and Superflex. You want those players potentially in the 2022 101. You don't want to start scoring points. So that is my biggest advice here in the next probably week or two. This is a dead zone. Again, you're probably not going to learn a ton from this specific video. But if you've watched the other videos, if you're going to watch the future videos, just listening to people that have gone through this kind of path or gone through this kind of cyclic meaning it's a circle, gone through this process, we know how this process goes. So a lot of my rookie drafts are coming up in August here, so we are super excited and super pumped, and that is why those picks are super valuable. Some people have already gone through those. So again, this is Marcus Dynasty Fun. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.